1-800-449-8255, baby. And, yeah. It's time to get weird. Really, 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 really weird tonight. Where Clark the Shark is actually going to make love to you. I'm not kidding. You got be prepared. This review might even sexually assault you because I'm more than getting weird tonight, baby. This is the weirdness. The Stooges. An album that will shock you. Now, this album comes on like it's mediocre. The first few songs are like, it's kind of a typical Iggy Pop album in many ways. But then again, no, not at all. It ends up a very Stooges album. Yes, there are all these Bowie moments, saxophone here and there. You just got to hear this thing. It will make you want to buy it. And I'm not being corporate here. And if you're in the South Bay, Redondo Beach, Torrance, Hermosa Beach, you guys don't email me and say, Sharky, we never knew. Dude, you guys, come on. You saw the record collection. Now, I know the South Bay has now stolen it, and you guys can keep it. I don't care. I don't want any of it back. Give me back my Alice Cooper, though, and my Stooges. I know you play them, you scratch them up. People in the South Bay are like children. They'll wreck it on purpose, just, if they know it belongs to Clark the Shark. And this album by the Stooges wrecks you on purpose because it fucks with you or something. And it's true. All these songs are so like true or something. I'm just listening to it going, wow, how did this thing, which came out in the 2000s, you guys, with Mike Watt in the band, who I love, of course, from the Minutemen and Firehose, not Firehouse, the metal band, you guys. And me and Mike Watt would actually, for a few years, exchange letters. And he was like, I would love to play one of your shows, Clark the Shark, at Wilson, but I don't want to die like the one guy or two guys or something. And I'm like, Mike, I promise you, I might have security at my show if you're there to, serve and protect like LAPD or something. That's the big knock of me and about me, Clark the Shark in the South Bay, is my shows had poor security. People were getting hurt in the mosh pits and all that. It's overblown, it's overhyped. And a lot of it was people would show up and ruin my show. And it almost seemed like a few people. I'm not going to name names. Cucumbers. Yeah, you fucking clowns. People would show up and try to like humiliate me in front of my own crowd or something, or it was weird, but it didn't work. The show, you know what they say, you guys, the show must go on. And it did, with or without bands that, want to have things their way and not Shark's way. At my show, baby, it's Sharky's way, because you're here on the Clark the Shit Show, baby, where I'm talking about the Stooges. The weirdness, and you guys know that the weirdness is my favorite topic because it's almost like we're talking about me, the weirdness, you guys, come on. Now, this album sounds very much Stooges. It does. It's like they went in the studio Of course, Dave Alexander's gone, and Mike Watt fills in. And then later, Ashton would die not long after this in like 2009. This is from 2007, I guess. And 2007 was a very tumultuous and stressful year for yours truly, myself, Clark the Shark. I lost the big house in Vista, Shadow Ridge, the house that wrecked the whole entire country, where I bought it way overvalued, hoping it would drive up all the values, but instead everything came crashing down. And then you had the crash of '08. That's right. It was probably brought to all of you by yours truly, Clark the Shark. And you should blame it all on this album, The Weirdness, the Stooges, because I was listening to this and I liked it. There's something wrong with me, you guys. It's not a mediocre album at all. It just comes on like that. Now, if you want to hear a mediocre Stooges album, it's Funhouse, which is a huge letdown. And of course, I reviewed it long ago. And I know people in the South Bay and all around America and London, they love that album. And come on, Sharky, TVI. Dude, if you like repetitious grunge, I mean, it is ahead of its time. It's breakthrough shit. But does that make it like great, like the Stooges' first album, 1969? No. But there's something really interesting about this album, The Weirdness. Now, it starts like, I don't like the way this album starts, you guys. I don't. Look at Wikipedia. They're always asking for money. Like, give $2.75, Sharky. Here, you guys, I got to pan the camera up because I'm in my underwear and I don't want you guys to see anything. I'm going to keep it a family show. All Music gives it a 3. You guys, they didn't even listen to it. Rolling Stone gives it a 3.5, and that's kind of accurate. Slant Magazine, 2.5. I don't agree, you guys. This album is one of those things that's more interesting than good or something. Now, Trollin', track number 1, is kind of a big letdown or something. I'm not feeling it. I've listened to it so much in my days, you guys. I like the stuff where he's talking about his dick is like like a tree, you guys. And if you take L-arginine, not the little blue pill, just L-arginine, your dick might be a fucking tree right here on the Clark the Shit Show, baby. 1-800-449-8255, the Sharkalama Ding Dong, Sharkadoodle-Doo, the Wolfman Jack on crack. That's me, baby. Trollin'. You guys could listen to this song 50 times and your reaction will be like me. You're just going to be like, dude, what? Like, there's not a lot of hooks and big choruses and super melodies on the album, but this album gets better and better, you guys, as you listen to it. It does. It improves tremendously. And now track number 2, You Can't Have Friends. Now, this is the song I'm talking about, where it's a song that Iggy wrote about me. And what I like about the way the album starts is it sounds like the Stooges for quite a bit before it starts venturing off into Iggy Pop solo and David Bowie and all that. But You Can't Have Friends. Yeah, dude, if you ain't got money, it ain't going to happen. And you guys out there know me, Clark the Shark. I ain't got much. So I can't have friends. The money says so. It's really true. And then ATM is a shocker. It kind of brings back like a TVI vibe or something. It does. It's good. It takes dough. There's a lot of songs hinting, about money or, You got to pay girls for, dude, I'm going to keep it a family show, but it's true. Whether you're married or not, you got to go to the ATM. It takes dough. I'm just going to leave it at that. Keep it a family show, you guys. But it's awesome. Track 2 and 3 are big improvements over trolling. And my idea of fun has a little bit of a Bowie thing in it. Just dead on a throne, killing everyone that's his idea of fun, you guys, and me too, Clark the Shark. It's true, you guys. The weirdness, of course, is much more Iggy Pop than Iggy and the Stooges, I think. I could be right or wrong there, you guys, but I like the song. Now, once you listen to this album for a bit and get steeped in it, if you will, it gets catchy and hooky. And, for an album that's not all that good, it's really good or something. It's meat and potatoes, garage, punk rock. It's very Stooges, you guys. And if you like the Stooges, particularly if you like Funhouse, you might like this album. If you love that first album, you might not like this, but you know what they say, Shark could be right or wrong. I don't like the drum sound recorded here, you guys, of any of these songs. I don't. And I don't really like the production of the album, but it works in some lo-fi yet heavy-fi way. I mean, this is hard rocking. But it's stylish or something. Like it has a signature sound all its own. The whole album really does, you guys. And, the weirdness is good shit. It is. It's melodic. I love the melody. And okay, now look, you guys, Free and Freaky gets really maybe too melodic for its own good. It tries to be like the hit on the album. It doesn't succeed, but that's good. I like that, you guys. I like it when people try, commercial shit in the middle of a punk album. And it doesn't work, and it comes up short, and it fails in a fucking monster, brilliant, excellent way. Free and Freaky. I like it, dude. I love melody. Backing vocals, finally, which more Stooges music could have and should have had. I can think of many missed opportunities where there should have and could have been backing vocals. I Want to Be Your Dog from the first album comes rocketing straight to mind, you guys. Now, it is the songs that start to close out this album that I really love. Greedy, Awful People. Very punk, and I agree. There was a neighborhood, and then these Christians moved in with a steeple, and then, like they secretly going to titty bars and all that. I don't know, Iggy. Come on, bad people can be greedy and awful in their own way. We all are, right here on the Clark the Shit Show. And She Stole My Money. You guys, I'm going to keep it a family show. I will. I'm just going to leave it at that, you guys. She Stole My Money, a song that I really love or like. And the end of Christianity, I'm going to love a song with that title, you guys. Even though I am a Christian God believer myself, I'm often saying, God seems like such a jerk or something, but I'll pray to him and love him. But I hope and pray for the end of Christianity. I kind of do. I don't know, you guys. Mexican Guy might be a weak song here where I could do without it or something. It's kind of interesting, more interesting than good. Now everyone's going to say, "Oh, Sharky, you're a David Bowie guy." Track 11, Passing Cloud. It's so awesome and incredible. It is, you guys. It's much more David Bowie or Iggy Pop solo than Stooges. But It's awesome. It is, you guys. I want to hate the song and burn the CD with a blowtorch because Passing Cloud is included on here. But you guys know me. I love David Bowie. I love Iggy Pop solo. So I have to accept it. Now, the final track, 12, I'm Fried. Another song, like Mexican Guy, kind of a throwaway, but really listen to the lyrics, you guys. I'm Fried. Uh, it's like, it's just, hey, baby, I don't want to play, or I don't want to pay. I always want to play. Come on, you guys. Me, Clark the Shark. But like, so much of this is steeped in reality. Like, baby, today I don't want to pay, and shit like that. I try to keep the show clean, you guys. I don't agree with the stars at all. This album is in weirdly like a one of those brilliant failures or something, like a mediocre mess that's awesome. It's an accidental instant classic, you guys, the whole album. The Stooges, the weirdness. And I'm so sad that Ashton died right after this. There would be one more album where they brought back the one guy that was on Raw Power. And dude, I'm going to review that one because it's interesting. Of course, one day I will review Raw Power, but it's so much more a David Bowie vibe or something. And it kind of veers away from Funhouse and the first album a little too much. But it's interesting, of course. They never do that bad or that mediocre or that wrong. They're always in this groove where they have the weirdness, you guys. 2007. I want you to buy this album at Amazon, iTunes, Spotify, you guys. I don't care if Irv Azoff or, Tommy Mottola or even Iggy Pop himself or David Geffen or Clive Davis make all the money. I don't fucking care. I want you to hear an album that will surprise and shock you. You might say at first, like, Sharky, this is mediocre. I don't hear any hooks. Believe you me, when I first heard this back in the day, I said that. But the slap of reality in every song is like so real or something. Reality, dude. I love reality shit. Now, of course, I wrote Ben is Dead. It doesn't get more reality than that. I know there's clubs all over, punk clubs in LA that play it, the Anti Club, if it's still there, Raji's. I doubt they're even still there, but people will email me and like, Sharky, they all still play your songs in punk clubs. Yeah, baby. Please do. Do it in honor of Sharky, but definitely do it in honor of Iggy, because I learned it all from the Stooges. This album came out when I was 42 years old in 2007, you guys. And, the Stooges are just 3 albums way, way, way back in the day. And then, of course, a whole bunch of live albums, many of which maybe you could do without, or maybe you love. I don't know, right here on the Clark the Shit Show. But whatever you do, I want you to get into the weirdness, because I think this album was written about me. I do, you guys. Listen to some of these lyrics, like, dude, I swear to God, you're going to be tripping. Like, I think this album is about Clark the Shark from GE. And I've heard people around Redondo and Hermosa say that. It might be, you guys. I wouldn't doubt it. Now, Mike Watt being in the band, come on. He probably brought a little of that thing over like, let's be weird on this, like Clark the Shark. And it isn't really weird. It's more like very basic Stooges, straight up down, straight. I mean, dude throwing darts and the middle, like it hits the middle a lot, dude, where it's like Stooges, the bullseye. It is, but it has interesting veers. And I fucking hella love that, you guys. 2007, the weirdness. I lost my house, you guys. It foreclosed in 2007. Weirdly, but maybe not. Don't donate to Wikipedia, you guys. Don't do it. I want Wikipedia to fail. I do. Just because, just for the sake of it or something. Yeah, you guys. Man. Dude, Ron Ashton, rest in peace. Can't believe that, man, right after this. Not long after, you guys. Fuck, that sucks. Would have loved to have heard more shit from him. Right here on the Clark the Shark show. Good shit, dude. Solid. Very solid. Don't listen to this, you guys, and say it's mediocre. Just because Rolling Stone or, fucking said that shit. Listen to this because you're going to hear the Stooges here, you guys. Mike Watt and all, and warts and all, and imperfections and weird inclusions. You're going to hear an album that I like more, don't ask me how, than Funhouse, you guys. But I don't like more than the first album. I can't compare it to Raw Power. They're just apples to oranges, you guys. Totally different. But this sounds like what I think the Stooges wanted to really sound like way, way, way back in 1971. Had they had an album right there in between Funhouse and Raw Power, I believe that, you guys, it would have been the weirdness way back then. Right here on the Clark the Shit Show. And I'm out of here, my brothers. Stay peaceful.